everybody, it's Ollie from GamesAlike, and today we're doing the most awesome games like Dying Light. Now, I'll be honest, some of the games in this list are exactly the same as Dying Light, others are a little bit different. I wanted to mix this list up to give you something a little different. I didn't just want to give you 3 or 4 games that are like it. I wanted to give you something for you to kind of move on and fill that void, not just the same old stuff that everybody else is given. On another note, in a few weeks from now, we're releasing an awesome course that will teach you how to make money gaming. Now, I'm not talking about crazy mansion buying money, I'm just talking about how to earn a couple of $100 a week playing video games and kind of building your little gaming kind of community. It's really awesome and it's something that I've put a lot of time into, so you definitely go and check that out. The link will be in the description below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Dead Island. Okay, Dead Island is going to be the first game you hit up after you complete Dying Light. One, because it's the one before Dying Light. These share the same game developers. Dying Light's kind of like the upgraded version. And 2, because it's damn open world zombie killing loveliness. Now, I will be honest, Dead Island does have some quite glitchy mechanics and some little graphical errors here and then, but honestly, I had tons of fun with this game back in the day. I've played the whole series, and even though it isn't as fun as Dying Light, it is loads of zombie killing, got quite a cool story, and you know, Left 4 Dead. Now, I'm not the only one who thinks this is probably one of the most awesome zombie games ever, and that's just a fact. If you enjoy blood, guts splatting everywhere, similar kind of zombie types to Dying Light, and some of the best level creation that I have seen, then you will love Left 4 Dead. Seriously, the levels on this game are designed so perfectly, they just flow and it feels so good. Now, this basically is a game where you have to get to point A to point B, shitload of zombies are going to try and kill you, weird little witch things that just rip the crap out of you, you got 3 other teammates. They can either be co-op and be your mates, or they can just be the robots. Either way, it's just a badass game. I was playing it recently with my girlfriend, and oh man, we had so much fun. So good. Zombie Army Trilogy. Now, this game is probably one of the least similar to Dying Light. Really, the main similarities are similar kind of gun shooter mechanics and the fact there's zombies in it. And I'm not going to try and lie, but I'll tell you, as someone who absolutely adored the Dying Light franchise, Zombie Army Trilogy does have something that all connects to that same bit inside of me. Now, this game is only fun if you have a friend to share it with, and I'll be honest, that is true. Like, the wave modes are quite fun on your own, but they do get a bit boring, so if you have a mate to check this out with, definitely do it. I highly recommend it as a zombie shooter game. Dead Rising 4. Now, Dead Rising 4 is a gore-filled, violent, open world zombie shoot 'em up game. It allows you to get really creative with how you kill zombies. There is tons of ways. You can drive over them with tractors and let blood, guts, everything go everywhere. You can play multiplayer with a friend and just beat the crap out of them with baseball bats. You know, you can go crazy with this game. The open world is amazing, and it's definitely going to help fill the void after Dying Light. Killing Floor 2. Now, Killing Floor 2 isn't a game that shares the core familiarities of Dying Light. However, it does encapsulate a lot of what made Dying Light awesome. It has some amazingly similar mutants, some awesome guns, and various ways you can kill people, from samurai swords to flamethrowers, satchel charges, lots of crazy stuff. Now, there is no story mode, which is a real shame because that's why I love Dying Light so much, but there is wave modes, man, and wave modes are the future. Horde modes, loads of zombie things, weird mutant things coming at you from all sides trying to rip up your face. If that sounds something like you enjoy, then you will love it. 7 Days to Die. Take Dying Light and remove all the mission structure. Leave the open world and add the ability to be able to make your own base. Then you have Dying Light. You have a game where you have to loot, you have to find weapons, you have such a difficult time to shoot zombies and kill them. You will not be able to go out in the night time without getting your ass handed to you. And then add in every 7 days, the absolute shit hits the fan and just zombies go absolute crazy mental and just want to just fucking destroy you. It's actually unreal. If you have this game and if you have friends, you will fall just madly in love. It'll be new life. You set up a double relationship if you've got a girlfriend, and that's it. You in 7 Days to Die. To the end. Borderlands, the Zombie Island. Now, you may be thinking that Borderlands was not a zombie game. Well, guess what? You're wrong. There was a little add-on that was released, and it made Borderlands one of the most kick-ass zombie games. Again, open world, loads of looting, loads of exploring, a very similar RPG feel. You have to level up your guns, level up your player, become better at doing stuff, explore the island, and just kill, and kill more. Now, again, in Dying Light, if you've played it, you'll know the zombies are hard as shit to kill unless you have a gun. Similar in this. I'm not gonna lie, similar. Even if you have a gun, they're hard. They don't like dying. And that's pretty awesome. State of Decay. State of Decay would be my first game of choice, second to Dead Rising after I finished Dying Light. Now, State of Decay is a very similar game. Again, open world, tons of looting, slight base creation, and extremely smart zombies that actually are quite scary. This was one of the first games that actually made me fear zombies. Like, even slow zombies, they slowly catch up with you in it, and then once you're dead in this game, you're dead forever. You have to then get another character, which is just harsh, it's painful. Fallout. Now, Fallout is one of the only non-zombie games on this list. And why is it here? Well, it's because it involves a massive open world to explore, loads of exploration, which is extremely similar to Dying Light, loads of looting features. Like, this game really does emphasize looting, and similar to Dying Light, where you can kind of pick the progression in your story and the way you go and where you go with your life. Fallout has that very same attributes. Now, I'm not saying you will love Fallout if you love Dying Light. They're both games that take a selective kind of person to enjoy, but if you really did fall in love and you kind of like the look of Fallout, I'd definitely give it a shot. H1Z1 Just Survive. Now, this game had everything that it needed to be an absolute amazing, awesome experience, but sadly the community and the developers' lack of action and listening to the community has made this game kind of a bit of a shit show. But that being said, it still is a lot of fun in the right hands. Now, I'm hoping the developers will upgrade it and keep updating it, and it will turn into what it was meant to be. And if that happens, then it will totally be worth playing as just a really cool game. Resident Evil 4. Now, there's not many zombie games that have lived up to both the story and gameplay of Dying Light on this list, but there is one thing that I can say: Resident Evil 4 does that. Now, look, this game is old. Don't expect fireworks and crazy ass graphics. If you leave that behind, then you're just left with this awesome to the core game. Now, I'll be honest, maybe the new Resident Evil is better suited to this generation, but honestly, Resident Evil 4, if you haven't, jump on Steam, you can get a remastered version. It's seriously, even now, it's worth a playthrough. It's just such a badass game. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please subscribe. Have an absolutely awesome day. See you later. Bye.